Get ready to showcase your passion to the world with my step-by-step guide on how to create a stunning WordPress website or a blog. Whether a beginner or advanced, I've got you covered. There is something for everyone in this tutorial. And why this tutorial is different, because we are covering everything from A to Z. I'll show you step by step how to create this beautiful website. I'll show you how to create this branded logo for your website, how to add navigation items on your website, and we'll add this beautiful minimum social icons so people can connect with your website on social media. And we'll see how to create this featured post slider, or you can create slider of your services, what you're providing on your WordPress website. And there's sneak preview of the next slide here. You can see on the right and on the left. If somebody click on these arrows, they will see the next post. And not just this, I'll show you how to get this high quality images free of cost, which you can use on your real website or on your WordPress blog. And then there is a video section featured in. You can use it for multiple purposes. And then we have this beautiful latest post section. You can use it to display the latest post on your blog website. And this looks really amazing. And then we have this zoom effect on this post. If you hover on this, you can see the image really pop up. And then we have this trending post section, which shows more information on this blog post, or you can use this section to display different parts of your website or your business. So you can see here, again, we have this amazing zoom in effect, which looks very minimal and really pop up your post on your website. And then we have this hover effect. If somebody hover on titles, the color changes. And then we have the categories of the post here, and then the post description. And then I added this trending video section. If you want to add some videos on your WordPress blog or on your website related to your business, or it can be any videos which are sortable. If somebody click on category 1, they can see the videos only related to the particular category. Or if somebody click on category 2, they can see the videos related to the second category. Or somebody click on all, they can see all the videos related. And then we have this beautiful section with images, title and description. I'm using this section as entry point for these posts. For example, if somebody click on this one, they can see all the yoga related posts. If somebody clicks here, they can see all the posts related to nutrition. If somebody clicks here, they can see all the posts related to mental health. You can use it for different purposes on your WordPress blog or your WordPress website. For example, if you're using WordPress website, you can use it to showcase your services here. And then we have this divider which says more good stuff for you. On the left side, we have this post here, which are the you might like, and on the right side, their top post. And then we have this Instagram timeline, which we can manage to appear differently. If you want 2 rows, you can do that easily. I'll show you everything step by step. And in the end, we have this subscribe newsletter. If you want to collect the emails of website visitor, you can easily do that. And here we got this minimal footer. So I'll show you from start to end how to create all these things. Also, I'll try to give you my mind that why I chosen this image, and you should also choose the image something like this, which really attracts people on your website. When they come on their website, they can see something attractive which made them stay on website, or you can say it hooked them up. And for the bloggers, I will show you how you can find this amazing attractive titles for your blog post. I'm going to cover everything in this tutorial. So if that sounds good to you, let's start creating this website. And if you face any problem, comment down below the video. I'll be really happy to help you out. And one last thing I would like to tell you, that this is not just a beautiful website. This website is really safe. In the end of the video, I'll show you the basic security setup for your website so nobody can hack it. And also this website is scoring 100 out of 100 for Google PageSpeed score for mobile devices and even for desktop device. Here you cannot see the image on website because we are using the lazy load technique, which make the website score so high, which will really help you to score this website in Google search engine rankings. So if all that sounds good, let's start creating this website. The first thing we need to create this website is to get a domain name and hosting. Domain name is name of your website, or you can say identity of your website, and hosting is where all the files are stored. For example, Google's domain name is google.com, and the hosting is a place where all the images, files and text of google.com stays. So here domain name and hosting, and when somebody search for this domain name, they can see all the data related to this website. You can book your domain name and hosting from different providers. Just to make things simple, we are going to book a domain name and get hosting from the same provider, which is bluehost.com. You will find this first link in the description of this video or in the first comment. Click on that link and you'll find the best discount. I update these links frequently to make sure that you get the best discount, and also you get a free domain name if you use bluehost.com. So click on this first link on the description and you'll come to this page, and you can see here you get free domain, free CDN, free SSL, and there's money back guarantee. If you're not satisfied Bluehost, you can always get a refund. That is the affiliate link of mine, which will provide you the best discount with no extra cost to you, but it will support the channel, and I will highly appreciate that because these tutorials are free and I'm putting a lot of time and efforts to create these tutorials. And there are some more hosting providers also which are real nice. I'll add the link to each of them in description of this video. So if you want to get the best discount, make sure you check the description of this video. So now we click on get started, and you can see there are 4 plans here: basic, choice plus, online store and pro. I'll suggest you if it is your first website or blog, choose the basic one, which comes with 10 GB of SSD storage, which is more than enough for a website. And this SSD storage, this is not the traditional storage, SSD the fast storage. And then it comes with free CDN and free domain name for first year. And also you get the free SSL. So click on select. So now you need to enter a domain name here. You need to choose the domain name depending on your niche or your business. For example, in this video, we'll create a website for a health blog. So I'll say fitlife.com. I'll suggest you to keep the name very simple, not more than 2 words, and do not use any numbers in your domain name. That will be my advice. But you know about your industry better than me, so make sure you're choosing an easy name which is easy to remember for your visitors. And once you enter your domain name, click on next, and it will tell you if this domain name is available or not. So you can see this domain name is not available, and Bluehost will show you some alternative domain names. So what you can do, you can choose any domain name suggested by Bluehost, or even you can choose a domain name later. For now, if you want to focus on creating a website, you will see this pop-up choose free domain name later. And if you already have a domain name, you can enter a domain name here. Or the best thing what you can do, if you don't want to hurry in choosing a domain name, you can click here, I'll create my domain name later. And then you need to create your account and then enter all the details. And then Bluehost will ask you to choose these add-ons. So you can see here, we have Yoast SEO Premium, single domain SSL. We do not need all those things. What we can do, we can uncheck all this option, because I'll show you how to get all these things free of cost later in the tutorial. You can see it is costing 2.79 euros per month, and they change time by time, so make sure you check the description of the video. I will keep update these links. And you can see here it comes with Let's Encrypt SSL, which is free. So we do not need the single domain SSL. We already have a free SSL on this website. And there's a trick here. If you hold on to this page longer, you will see this special pop-up which will give you even more discount. You can see we are getting this domain name for 2.79 euros per month. But now, since we are on this page longer, they are providing us this whole package on 2.50 per month, which free domain name registration. Normally, if you just hold on this page longer, you will always see this pop up. Then click on claim savings, and then make sure you uncheck all these options from here. And now you can see the total is 108 euros, and this is for 36 months. If you want, you can choose for 12 months from here, which will cost 2.60 euros per month, and the total will be 37 euros for 1 year. Just a pro tip, I recommend you to choose it for longer term so you can save even more, because so what happens when you finish your first year, your renewal rate are so high. So make sure you're choosing it for longer term if you know you're going to continue with this website for a long time. If you're not sure about your website, choose it for small term like 12 months, and then you need to enter credit card details and then click on submit. So once the payment is successful, you receive an email to log in, and then you can log in your Bluehost account by clicking on this login link. Now you can enter user ID and password and then click login. So this will be a home page for your Bluehost account, and what you need to do now is you need to click on my sites. And guys, if you think I'm speaking very slow, you can increase the speed of this tutorial by the YouTube settings. Or if you think I'm speaking very fast, you can slow down the speed of this tutorial by using YouTube settings. So you will have page something like this. Then you need to click on add site and then click on create new site, and then give it some name and a site tagline. Don't worry too much about the name and tagline. We can change it later whenever we want. And there's a button here, advanced. If you click on advanced, you can enter your email address here. Then you need to choose a WordPress admin username, which you will need to log in into WordPress account. And then you need to choose a password and then click on next. Then you need to choose your domain name from here if you already chosen domain name. And if you haven't chosen the domain name, then you can choose this temporary domain name from here. And then uncheck this option because we are not going to use these plugins. All the plugins which are important, I'm going to show you later in this tutorial. And then click on next. And you'll see this message, hold tight while we set up your site. And then you will see this page which is saying we are updating your home page. They'll ask the purpose of this website. So you can choose if it is a blog website or business website, but you can leave everything like this because I'll show you everything what is important for this tutorial. So you can see your website is ready. You have your username here which you have chosen, then your password, and then you have your website URL and admin URL. You can click on this link, log in into WordPress, and congratulations, you successfully booked a domain name, booked a hosting, and installed WordPress. The first thing what we need to do is we are going to click on plugins and then click on add new, and we are going to find this plugin WP Reset, because when you install WordPress by Bluehost, they add so many options here which we do not need, and we want to keep this tutorial very simple so that everybody can follow. And this plugin helps us to reduce all the clutter so that we have minimal WordPress installation. So click on install now and then click on activate, and now hover on tools and click on WP reset, and then you scroll the page and then you write here reset, and then click on reset site, and they will confirm if you want to reset the site. Click on reset WordPress. So now you can see very minimal options here, and it will be really easy for us to work on this website. So first thing, we dismiss this information from here, and then we close all these options so everything looks clean and simple, and it will be easy for us to understand about WordPress. So on the left side you have all the options. If you hover on post, you can see all the posts on your website. If you click on add, you can create the post, and then you can see categories and text. I will show you how to create the post later in the video. And then you have media section. You can add the images to your media library. We have pages. You can see all the pages. To add new page, click on add new. And I will also show you how to create new page on WordPress. Then we have all the comments which you received on your blog. And then we have appearance, and you can choose theme for your website. I'll show you later in the tutorial what are themes and how you can use it to change the look and appearance of your website. And then we have plugins. So plugins give you new functionality on your website. WordPress is a free CMS, and you have so many plugins already made for WordPress. So no matter what you want to do on WordPress, you already have a plugin created for that. We will also cover this later in this video. And then you have users. You can add new users to the website to log in. And then we have tools section. At this point, we're going to ignore tools. And then we have some basic settings for the website. You have general, writing, reading, discussion, media, permalinks, and privacy. I will cover all the important points step by step. So now if you hover here and click on visit site, you can see this is our website. And this looks very plain and simple. It doesn't look anything like this our example website which we are going to create. Okay, so what we need to do, the first thing, you can see this very plain website, and you can see the width of website is different. The fonts are very different because this is a basic theme given by WordPress. And you can see here in the example website, the fonts are different, and the width and the style of this website is completely different. Because I'm using a different theme on this website, that's why this looks very different. Let me show in more detail what are themes. Okay, so hover on appearance and click on themes. So you can see here right now we're using 2023 theme, and that's why our website looks something like this. You can see a preview of this theme here. And what you need to do is you need to click on add new. And now you can see WordPress has more than 5,000 themes which are freely available to you. You can use any of themes and you can change the appearance of your website. So themes is like a skin on your website which defines how the website will look. And we have so many themes here. You can choose any of this theme to create your WordPress website, because in this tutorial I am going with the basics and everything about how to edit the website, how to create the website. So if you do not choose the theme which I am going to show you, you choose some different theme, that's totally fine. You can watch the rest of the video, and by choosing any other theme, you can still create your WordPress website or your WordPress blog. So for this tutorial, I'm going to choose this theme, Astra theme. You can click on details and preview, and you can see it got almost 5-star rating with 5,266 people. And you can have a preview of the website, how it will look. It doesn't look like this, but I'll show you how we can get this look in just a couple of minutes. Just trust me and follow the tutorial, and in that you will be able to create this amazing website. So click on install now, and once this theme is installed, I click on activate. Okay, the theme is activated. Now if I go back to my website, you can see it was looking like this because we are using a default theme from WordPress. If I refresh the page, you can see website is looking much better because we are using Astra theme. And you can see this is still very plain website, but don't worry, we are not going to do a lot of work. I'll show you how you can get very similar look like this website in just a couple of minutes. So here's the trick. So Astra themes comes with the starter templates. Starter template is a collection of website presets. You can just import them to create complete website. Just stay with me, I'll show you how you can do this. So now we click on get started, and starter template is a plugin on the website. Like I told you before, plugins are used to achieve some functionality on the web. So we're going to use starter template plugin to import the complete website what we want to create. So you'll be presented a page like this once the plugin is installed. If you don't see this page, you need to hover on appearance, and then you click on start templates, and you will come on this page. Click on build your website now, and then choose your page builder. So I suggest you to use Elementor page builder. So page builders help you to create a website using drag and drop. You do not need coding or anything. You can just drag the elements what you want to add in a website, and you can create your website very easily. And anybody can create a website using these page builders. So Elementor is one of them, and which is very easy and has a lot of functionalities to create a website. So choose Elementor. So now this is very interesting part. you can see all these designs. You can just click on them and import the complete website. So for example, if I hover on this one, with one click, I can import this complete website with all the images and text and design, and my website will transfer from this to something like this. This was just an example, and you have so many example templates here. Some are premium, some are free. We are going to use a free template, and you can choose any of these. The free works really well. If you want to use the premium, you can choose premium. But like I told you, we're going to create everything by free resources. So scroll the page and then you'll find this template, online health coach. Don't worry, it says online health coach, but we can use this and create any kind of website. This is just a template which defines your fonts and overall design of the website. So we have Astro theme, and on the top we are importing this template which will import this complete website. So you can see a preview of the website. You can see this template looks something like this. This looks very similar to the website we want to create. So what we do now, we click on skip and continue. And this is so interesting, you can choose different color scheme for your website. For example, this is a default one. And if you choose from here, it will be something blue. And you can choose a theme which will be like dark orange and black. You can choose any color scheme for there. They're predefined themes. You do not need to do a lot of work on your website. Just by choosing from here, you can decide the color theme for your website. So I'll choose a default one. I'll leave the font same like here. If you want, you can change the fonts from here and then click on continue, and they will tell you there are some required plugins which are missing. So plugin is again functionality of website. We don't want these plugins. We're going to create a simple blog website. So I click on skip and start importing, and then I will uncheck this option, share non-sensitive data, and then click on submit and build my website. So now Starter Templates are importing templates for your websites. If you're confused anywhere, just comment down below the video and I'll be really happy to help you out, guys. But I highly suggest you to just follow this tutorial. In end of the tutorial, you will understand everything and you will have a beautiful, stunning website. Okay, the process is done. You have this beautiful animation congratulating you that you successfully imported the template. If I click on view a website, you can see it's a new website with all these links and this design. We haven't done any design yet and we already have this beautiful website. You can see this looks absolutely stunning. So if you want to create just simple website, you can completely use this design. Instead of making the design like this one, you can just use this design. And I will show you later in the video how you can edit things on this page, how to change the headings, how to add new elements, how to play with images, everything I'm going to show you. So if you're happy with this design or if you have chosen any other design, no worries. Later in the video, I'll show you how to edit all these elements. Because we are going to edit these elements, we are going to keep something and we are going to delete something, and we are going to make this website something like this one, which I think is perfect for a blog website. So you see, it was so easy to transform from a website from this to this within few minutes using Starter Templates. Okay, so what we need to do now is, so we need to install one plugin which we need right now. Later in the video, I will tell you how to install a security plugin and how to install another plugin which will make your websites really fast so that you can get 100 out of 100 score for a WordPress website. But for now, we are going to install one plugin which will help us to create and edit this website. So hold on plugins and click add new, and we'll search here Elementor. So you can see we have Elementor Builder already installed website because we use Starter Template and added all the dependencies and required plugins to create this website. So now we're going to add this another plugin which is premium add-ons for Elementor. Click on install now. So what this plugin does, it extends the functionality of Elementor. Either you can use Elementor Pro and create your website, because there are some features which are limited in Elementor free version. So we are going to use premium add-ons for Elementor to not pay for Elementor Pro, still have a lot of elements to create this website. And then click on activate. If you want, you can buy Elementor Pro also. There's also a real nice plugin. If you want my affiliate link, that's in the description. Okay, so the plugin is activated right now. Okay, so this is our website, how it looks after importing Starter Templates. And this is how we want this website to look. Okay, and this will be important part, because when we make this website from this to this, you will learn how to edit website and how to create website. That's really interesting part, and I really recommend you to watch this part carefully. Okay, so now what we need to do. First, let's get a logo for this website. So to create a logo, we are going to use this website canva.com. It is a free tool. Anybody can create a free account on the website. They have got paid plans, but we are going to use the free plan. I'm not going to show how to create account on canva.com, but you can create a free account. It's very easy process. So once you are inside the website, what you need to do, this is your home page. Then you choose this option logo and then click on create blank. Additionally, what you can do, you can search here what kind of logo you want. For example, If you want a health logo, you can search your health, and then you will see all the logos related to the health. Depending on your industry, your blog, your niche, you can enter the relevant keywords here, and you can find a lot of free templates to create the logo from. And you can see here some logos, they comes with pro plan, so you need to pay for them to create a pro account on Canva. But we are not going to use a paid logo. We are going to do everything with free logos. For example, this logo looks nice, so what you need to do, click on this logo, and then there are two versions of the logo, light version and dark version. Choose any version. If you want both of them, you can use both of them. And then you will see on this side you have this graphics. And one thing to notice here, you can see there is some watermark on this one because there is a pro image. So what you can do, you can select this image and delete this image, and then click on elements, and then you search here fitness, and then here's so many graphics here. Just click on graphics, and then you see there's so many graphics here. I will just click any of these, which is a free one, and then I can customize any part of my logo. If you just double click on text, and then you can choose any text for your logo. For example, let's say fitness first, and then you can see the text is changed. And I suggest you to select this background and then use delete button on a keyboard to have a PNG image which is transparent background, so it looks on all the backgrounds on your website. And you can see here there's so many free graphics available. Just enter your keyword here, and then there's so many free graphics. And once you're satisfied with the logo, click here on share, and then click on download. So I hope you understand how to create a logo. It is really simple to create a logo with canva.com. I'll add the link to canva.com in the description of this video so that you can come directly to canva.com and create a logo for your website. So this was the example logo. I will continue with the logo I already created for the example website. So go back to your WordPress dashboard and hover on appearance, and then click on customize. And now you have on right side this preview, and when you hover on logo, you see this pencil icon. Click on this pencil icon, and now you can see the predefined logo came with theme. You need to do is click on change logo, and then select files. Select the logo we just created using Canva, and then click on select. And it will ask you to crop the logo. So what you can do, you can drag these lines, and then I'll choose this logo like a square so that I do not waste much space around the logo. And then click on crop image. Now we can see upload the logo. What we need to do is we need to change the retina logo too. So click on change image, and because now we already uploaded the logo, click on this link and then click on choose image. Then you can see our logo selected. Now what you need to do is, this logo looks very big on our website, so what we can do, we can make this logo smaller. So looks fine. So now I click on publish. So now if I go back to my website, you can see our logo is changed. Now you can see on this website we have this small icon here which is called site icon or fav icon, and on this website we do not have this. So what is a site icon and fav icon and why it is used? So if you search anything on Google, for example you search fav icons, you can see a lot of search result, and you can see this small icon here. So this is called site icon. You can see this site icon of Wikipedia and this site icon for Google developers website. To create this site icon, we're going to use our logo we just created. So I'll go back to the page where I add the logo, and in the end I'll click on site icon, and then I'll select site icon, and I'll use my same logo as site icon, or if you want you can choose a different image to appear as site icon. For example, if I choose the logo and then I click on select, and site icon should always be square. So you can see by default the square area is selected. So I click on crop image, and then you can see now we have site icon on our new website. And once done, click on publish. Okay, if I go back to the website, if I refresh this, you can see we have site icon now on our new website. Okay, now let's learn something about Elementor and how you can edit elements on the page. I'll start with basics, that how you can change things, and then we'll start one by one adding all these sections on our new website. Okay, so let's do it. But before that, we need to do one thing. We need to add post on our website. If I go back to my new website, you can see if I click on old post, I have just one post came with WordPress. So let's add some posts on the website because we need these posts to display in our design. You can see there are a lot of posts here. So the first thing we need to add this post and these images. To add a post, click on add new. Make sure you are here under post. Then close this dialog. And now you need to add the title of the blog post. Okay, now this is the interesting thing. how you choose a impressive title for a blog post which get clicks. So you can use our new friend ChatGPT for this. If you don't know what is ChatGPT, I created videos about that. You can check the description of this video to know what is ChatGPT, how can you use it. Depending on industry, if you want to create a blog website, you can ask the topics for blogs, or if you are designing a website for a business, you can ask some text for your website. So I will not recommend to write completely everything from ChatGPT, but yes, bullet points and the main headings you can take from ChatGPT. For example, ask, give me 10 titles for blog posts for a health blog, and ChatGPT will give you all these blog posts. Okay, so now I have this blog post. Let's take one, and I'll go back to the last page, and then I'll add this, and now it will ask me to add some text, and now you can add some text here. I recommend you don't ask this text from ChatGPT, because if you're creating a blog website, I'm not sure if your articles will rank on search engine. If you want to take a risk, you can do that, but I highly recommend you, if you want to rank your post in search engine, write quality content by yourself. Now we're done with adding titles. What we need now is a featured image. So every post has featured image. Okay, for now you can see these two options here, block and post. So block is an individual block element. For example, this is a block and this is another block. But I want to add featured image to this post. I choose post from here, and then when I scroll the page, you'll find this option featured image, and then you can set a featured image. Now you can see all these images came from starter templates, but I want to show you how to find free royalty-free images. So what you need to do is, you can open this website pixabay.com, and you can find high quality images royalty-free to use on your website, on a blog. For example, if I write health, then I'll find all these images which I can use on my blog. So choose the image which you want to download. Just click on this image and then click on free download. If you're not signed in, you need to clear the captcha and then click on download, and your image will be downloaded. You can see this is a high quality image we downloaded, and it's free to use, royalty free. And all these images are downloaded the same way from pixabay.com. So once the image is downloaded, you can upload the image to the post and select files, and I'll select the image we downloaded, open, and click on set featured image, and a featured image is added, and then we click on published. Congratulations, you just created your first blog post. And then one more time, check publish. So now if you click on this link, you can see here this is your first blog post with your title and featured image and some text. The same way I will add 6 blog posts. Okay, so fast forward, I add all the blog posts on the website now here. And to create the page is the same procedure. What you need to do is hover on pages and then click on add new. And then you can choose a title for your page, add some text, and then from page, you can also set a featured image for the pages. And now what is the difference between page and post? Posts are some regular content which you change on your website frequently. Pages are something like permanent content. For example, a contact page. You create once and you will use it for a very long time on your website. Post what you publish on regular basis. For example, there's a new topic on your website, you write a new blog post and you publish blog posts time to time. Just one more thing I want to show you, what is categories. So if you click here categories, you can define your blog post in different categories. I already some added categories here. If you want, you can just add a category here. For example, you can say yoga life, and then you can click on add new category, and then you can see new categories added here. And when you go to all post, you can click on quick edit here, and then you can assign any category to this post. For example, 5 surprise benefit drinking tea, I will give this in food and nutrition category. Then I will update this. I will delete this post. Just click on trash, and then you can delete the blog post. Now we have all the blog post images on our website. Let's start designing our homepage and start playing with the Elementor page builder. I will close all these tabs on the right. So until now we changed the logo, we changed the fav icon, we added the blog post. So what we need to do now is we're going to change some elements on this page. So click on Add with Elementor. No matter which page you are, if you click on this link Add with Elementor, that will edit that particular page. So click on Add with Elementor. Okay, so this is our page builder mode. You can see I can select any text from here. If I click on this text, I can write a new text here, and you can see the live preview on the right side. What do you change here? You will see the live preview on the right side. And you have all these sections here. You can see there's a big container here, and inside this container we have this text, another big text heading, then some description, then a button. On the right side we have this image or a video here. To delete any element on the page, for example, if you want to delete this image, just right click on this image and then click on delete. Now this element is deleted. To change style of element, just select that element, and then you can change if you want to be h1 heading tag, h2 heading tag, h3, h4, and so on. If you don't know what are h1, h2, h3, don't worry about it. You can leave everything just like this. If you want to delete the complete section, I just click this cross icon from here, and then the whole section will be deleted. And for example, if you by mistake deleted anything, you can use Ctrl Z on your keyboard, or if you're using MacBook, you can use Command Z to reverse the action. Okay, so there are different elements here. If you click on these dots here, you will see all the elements of what you can use with the element page builder. You can just drag those things and drop where you want on the page, and that element will be added. For example, I just add new heading, and to change the heading, you can change it from here. You can align them how you want. You can center align them, you can right align, and you can justify align. And there are so many elements to choose from here. For example, if I want to add an image, I just drag this image, and I can add this image anywhere where I want. So I just added image here, and then if I want to choose the image, I can choose the image from my library. And then I click on insert media, and this image is added. There are so many possibilities with Elementor page builder. You learn step by step as I progress in the tutorial. So make sure you watch very carefully. And honestly, Elementor is very simple page builder. You just need to spend some time, and you can do so many amazing design things here without any knowledge of coding. Let me show you some more elements what we have here. So we can add video elements, we can add buttons, we can add Google Maps, some icons. And then there are some elements which comes in Pro versions. So I'm just going to hide it because we're not using a Pro version. And then there are some general icons which we can add. You can use any of these elements and add to the website. We have site element which is also available in Pro version. We're not going to see that. And then there's some WooCommerce elements. If you're creating a WooCommerce website, but they also come with a Pro plan, we're not going to cover those. And then some premium add-ons. Remember, we added the plugin to extend the functionality of Elementor page builder. Here are these icons we are going to use a lot in this tutorial. And they're really nice. I am impressed by this plugin that without paying Elementor Pro, you can use this plugin and have so many extended functionality with Elementor. So now I think you understand how this page builder works and how you can do things. Let's do one thing. One by one, let's start adding these elements on our new website. Okay. So first what we need to do is, we don't need this section, so we're going to delete this section. And you can see here, we have this section, so I'm going to keep this section just here. Okay. And then we have latest post, which we do not have in this design, we just imported. Trending post we do not have. I will show you how to add these things in very simple manner. Then with trending videos, which we do not have in starter templates. And then we have this design, which we do have here. So we're going to keep this thing. And then we have this top post and you might like post section, which we do not have here. And this section, subscribe to newsletter. If we see the imported design, we have this here. So we will leave subscribe this newsletter, and rest everything we'll delete. We will delete this section from here, delete. We will delete this another section. We'll delete this too. We will delete this section too. And we will delete this section too. So now we have only what we need from this design to look our website like our example website. Okay, so let's start adding this section. Are you excited? I hope you're learning this. If you're facing some problem, repeat this video, and I'm sure I'm trying to explain in a very easy way so anybody can build a website. So now I want to add feature post section here. So I'll go back to my page builder. So what I will do, first I'll click on this plus icon to create a new section, and then again I click on the plus, and I'll use this first grid. If you want to create 2 columns, you can choose this one, and there are different layouts available here, depends what kind of design you want to create. For example, if I want to create 4 column design, I click on this and you can see I have 4 columns and I can add different things from these elements to here. For example, if I want to add the image, I will add an image here, and then I can choose the image to be added here. But we are not going to do that. It was just to show you how you can add new sections. So I click again on plus, one more time plus. I will create a single column section. So we have section here. Now we'll add this blog element here. So click on blog. We'll use this premium add-ons element blog, and I will drag this and add this blog element here. You can see all the posts here now. Okay, so I drag this here and you can see this looks very different. So what I will do now, I'll select the skin from classic to banner. And now what I will do, I'll scroll this page and then I will go to carousel and then I will enable carousel. And then you can see we have two posts here. So what I will do, so now I'll go back to general. Then it is asking how many columns I want to be shown here. So I'll choose it to one column and then I click on query. From here I can choose the source. If I want to show the posts from here, I can choose post. If I want to show some pages here with featured image, I can show the pages too. And you can choose the category which you want to show. For example, if I choose featured, so only the posts which are in featured category will show here. Right now I do not have any post added feature category, but you can choose the category here and only the posts from that category will be displayed here. So for now I will leave everything like this. And then we have section featured image. And then from here you can see this icon. Then you can choose different height for desktop, mobile and tablet version. For desktop I'm going to choose 440 pixels. I tested already, it works real nice. So this is what I want to be here. Then I will choose post options and you can see a lot of text here. I do not want all this text. So what I will do, I will disable author meta. I will disable date meta. I will disable categories from here. I will disable the content meta. And I also disable the show post content. So now we have only this title here. And here you can see in this post, I cannot see image because I haven't added a image in the background. That's why I'm not seeing a background. So let's do one thing. And this is the way how you learn WordPress or any software. So you do some things and then you find there's something need to be done. And you say, okay, I cannot see image here, but there's supposed to be image here. But you still cannot see image. So what you need to do, go and check that blog post. So go back to post and click on all posts. Let's see which post was it. So this, the importance of sleep in weight loss and how to improve your sleep habits. So if I go back to this is the post. If I click on edit and if I scroll the page and then you can see here set featured image. So I click on set featured image and then I can choose image from media library. For example, let's choose this image and then set featured image. Now I'll update this here and if I go back here and make sure you update the things here. So first I click on update and then if I refresh the page, you can see now I can see this background image on this post. Okay, because I refresh the page, this element is not selected. So what you can do, click on this pencil icon, that element will be selected and you will see the relevant options here. So we discussed all these options. What we need to do is now click on carousel and then as we already enabled carousel, what we need to do is click on center mode and then click on navigation dot, which will show the navigation dots on the website. You can see there is another post. We are having the same issue. We cannot see the background image because this post don't have a background image. I'll go very quickly and add a background image for this post too. Okay, so now I add background image too. Let's again select this whole element and then you can see the text is like blue and very small. So what you need to do now is click here on style and then choose title and then from color I will choose this to white text and you can see the text is white now. You can see the immediate effect on right side and then I'll choose typography and then I will increase the size of this text. Okay, this looks nice, big bold headings and then I'll click on update and if you click here on preview changes, you can see we have this banner added here which looks very similar to this banner, but I'll show you how to even change it look like exactly like this one. You see this 9 dots, this is a section and then you have this one column inside the section and inside this one column we have this element. So what we need to do now is click here on this edit section and now this section is selected. So instead of box we'll choose full width now here and you must be thinking why you see two images here and here you see one image big, because you can see here the screen size is less. This is how it will look on tablet devices. We can even change this to look like one image on tablet devices. We have all the flexibility to do that. Okay, so now once we have selected this whole section, so we did the full width and then if we will update this and if I'll go back to the blog, if I refresh the blog, you can see now this blog is full screen. Very similar to this one, we have full screen blog here. We still have some space here on the top and on the left side. Here on example, we do not have any space here. So what we can do, we'll go back here and then we'll select this column here and then we'll go to advanced and then we'll unlink the values here and now you can see the space is gone. This is by default space in Elementor page builder. So we'll select again the element for slider And now what we'll do, we'll go back to content and then we'll go back to carousel and we'll increase this value here from 15 to 51 and then we'll click on update. And if I go back to my WordPress blog and if I refresh it, you can see they have similar size here now. Okay, so looks very nice, some pixel here and there, but you get the idea. I could have created the same blog with these images, but I know everybody gonna create different website. That's why I'm using these new images. And this also you have different perspective about design, that how you can use these images. Okay, we have this thing here. Now we just need this arrow. So I'll go back here and then you can see this small arrow. If we change the values from here, so what we can do, we can change everything in style tab. So we click here on style. And if I go to carousel arrows and then I can choose the size for these arrows. So if I want to make them bigger, I can just make them bigger like this and I can change color of these arrows. I'll just choose a color which I want from here. For example, if I choose white, I can choose white color from here. Okay, so now how it looks. Okay, second section here, we're gonna leave it like this. If you want, just click on one element and you can change any different image here. If you want, you can completely remove this section using this cross button, or you can leave this section like this. Okay, so now what we'll do, we'll go back to example website. So now if I want to create this new section, I'll go back to my page builder and then I click on this plus, which will add another section. So I click here on plus and I'll add section with one column again. I just select this here and drag it and drop it after the featured in section. Okay, now I'll select these dots here and again our best friend post. I'll drag this and drop this inside our new section. Okay, now you can see a blog post here. And before that, what I will do, I'll search for title here and I'll use this dual heading and I'll just drop it before the post section. And I'll copy this latest post, or you can add any text here and then I'll just add it here. I'll delete what I don't need. And you can align these elements how you want. If I want, I can make it left align like this. Now select by this post element and you can see the option change. So from skin, I'll choose on side here. They look like this and I do not need a lot of stuff. I just need the image and the title. So what I will do, I'll go back to post option and I will uncheck all these options. And you can see it looks much cleaner. And you can choose how many posts you want to display. You go back to general. For example, if I'll choose 3 columns, I'll see 3 columns here. If you just drag this, it will be like desktop size. So now you can see the changes, because before it was like this, the screen was in tablet size. That's why when I choose 3, it doesn't change here. But what I can do, I can click desktop. If I choose tablet here, now this looks like tablet mode. So what I will do, I'll go back to the desktop mode and just for easiness and you understand why this is happening, I'll make the sidebar smaller. And now you can see we have 3 columns here. So I'll choose this to 4 columns and you can see now we have 4 columns here. And then if I click on update and I'll go back to my blog and I refresh the page, you can see we have 4 posts here. So now it looks very similar to this one, but let's add some more styling here. So we click on featured image and then from the width, we'll increase the width of these images. Okay, you can see here they look much better. I think I made them a little bit bigger. I need to make them a little bit smaller. You understand how you can change it. So I'll make it a little bit smaller like this. Okay, so now what we need to do is, so I'll go back to style now and then I'll click on the box, and in the box what I'll do, I'll choose border type from default to solid, and here I will add 1 pixel and then I click on update. So if I go back to my blog now, I refresh the page, you can see now we have nice border outside this post, which looks very similar to this post. Looks very similar with different images, but yes, looks real nice. And when you have more text, this will look even better. So now let's add this trending post section on our website. So what we'll do, so we'll again click here plus add section and then we'll add section with 1 column, and then again we click on these dots and we'll find post here. We'll drag it and drop it here, and this time we'll keep it to classic, and then we'll go to post options and then we will uncheck whatever we don't need. For example, I don't want author meta ratio. I will disable everything what I don't need. I'll just leave the categories there. Rest everything will be disabled. Then I go back to journals. Instead of 2 columns, I will choose 4 columns here, and then you can see this is our post. Okay, one more thing, you can see the images are not equal here. So what I will do here, I will go to featured images and then in height I'll choose a height here. So now if I choose a height from here, it's too much, I'll just make it less, let's say 200 pixels. Okay, so this looks really nice and looks very similar like this. And one more thing I want to show you, you can copy paste a lot of things in Elementor. So I'll right click on this pencil icon and click copy, and what I will do, I'll go here and then I right click and then paste. So I just copied the heading, but I think it's copied here. So I'll hold this pencil icon, I'll drag it and drop it above this post section. So now you can see we added this post here, and instead of saying it latest post, we'll say it trending post. Okay, we have trending posts here, and if I click on update and if I refresh the blog, you can see we have trending post here. If I compare to this one, it's very similar. And adjust the height as per your needs, and then we've created this section here. So now let's talk about trending video section. So what we need to do, we'll go back to Elementor here. Again we'll click on this plus one, and then we'll choose one column section here, and then so what I'll do, I'll search here media, and then I have this media grid. I'll add it here inside the new section. Sometimes it doesn't work, so just try repeat again if you cannot see it was added. Okay, now it is added. And before that we can also add the heading here. For example, we have heading here, trending videos. Okay, I think I missed something. Okay, these are trending posts and these are trending videos. Okay, I'm right. So what I will do, I will copy the trending post, right click, copy, and then I will just select here and paste. It always goes under it. So, okay, so we will handle this later. So what we need to do now is, okay, we have this trending video section here. So what we'll do, instead of inline, I'll say block. Okay, so I'll choose this section here, and you can see we have layout here, and then we have this option images, videos. So we need 4 videos. You can create how much you want. If you just click the icon, it will duplicate this section. I'll duplicate this one more time. Okay, then I'll go back to layout. Now you can see they are like one by one. So instead of 2, I will say 4 columns. So only can see 4, but still it is not completely exact desktop size. So if I do the little bit like this, now it's the desktop. Because my screen is very small screen, I am making this tutorial on 13-inch Ultrabook, but in your case you will see all these properly. Even you can expand this little bit more. Okay, so we have all these things now. So what you need to do is, now you need to go back to images, videos, and then choose anyone. Here choose video, and do one thing, just delete this image from here. This is like default image, and then you can add any YouTube video URL here. So I'll add a YouTube video URL here, and you can see we have this here. Okay, just one thing, we'll drag it and drop it above this video section, and we'll call it trending videos. We can repeat the same procedure. What I will do, instead of adding all these images to save time, I'll select this video section again, and then I'll go to images, videos, and I'll delete these 3, and I'll duplicate the first 4 times. So we have 4 videos now here. And if you go to categories, you can define new categories. So now we have like 2 categories, and if I click on this one, I can change the categories from here, and then you click on update, and then I'll go back to my website, I'll refresh the page, and then you can see we have all the videos here. Somebody click on category 1. Okay, if somebody click on category 2, they see nothing because all the videos are assigned to category 1. There is no post for category 2. So how you can assign posts to different categories? You go back to images and videos, and for example, choose any post. I choose this one, and then from here, categories, I choose it to category 2. Okay, and then if I choose category 2 here, you can see I can see one post. Okay, so we understand this one. Let's move to the next section. Next, and this section already came with the starter templates. So if I go back and show you, we already have this section here. Just we don't have these small buttons here, which we can see here. So I'll show you how you can add buttons here. So we'll go back to Elementor. We'll click on this media grid, and then we'll search buttons, and then you can drag and drop buttons here. Another tip for saving time, what you can do, you can copy any button. For example, you can see this button here. You can right click and copy this button, and then Where you want to add this button, just select that element and then paste, and the button will be added after that element. And then you can align this button where you want. For example, if I want, I can align on left side, and you can give it a link on your website. For example, if you want to add a category, you can go back to WordPress backend and then go to posts and click on categories, or you can take a link for your pages or posts, anything where you want to go. What I will do, I'll right click and I'll copy link. I'll go back here and I'll paste the link here. So now this button is connected to this category, which is exercise. Okay, so I think we are good here. So you can see we have this section here. So we need to add new section. I will divide into columns. So what I will do, I will click on plus and then I will add 2 column section here, and then I'll go back here again and search for blog, and then I will add this blog inside this column. Okay, it is added here, and I want to have just 1 column, so I will choose just 1 column, and I don't want this image, I just want the text. So like all the time, we'll go to post option and we will uncheck everything from here: about meta, metadata, categories, meta comment, and also we'll click on featured image and we'll disable the featured image. So now we have this section. You can see this is an example website, looks very much similar. So now if you want to go border like this and make it round, what we'll do, go to style and then we select the last option, box, and then choose border type as solid and width to 1 pixel, and then border radius, give it some border radius, and that's it. Now if you want to duplicate it, you can right click, copy this, go in this column, right click and paste. Okay, now if you want different posts in these sites, what you can do, for example, I want different category post here and different category post here, or you want to change the order, what you can do, edit blog and then go to content and then you click on query, and from here you can see what you want to appear. For example, if I change it to pages, I have all the pages here which exist on my website. Okay, but I will change to posts, and then what I will do, and then I apply the category filter and I will show only the posts from fitness. Okay, so there are 3 posts here, and in this what I will do, I select this one, we'll go to query, and then in category filter I'll show only posts related to mental health. Okay, so now we can see all the posts here. Now we have 2 sections remaining. Subscribe to newsletter. If we go back to site, we already have this section on our website which came with the template, but we need to add this follows on Instagram. To add this Instagram section, you need to go to website backend and then we're going to add new plugin, click on add new, and then search here Instagram feed, and then you'll see different plugins here, but we're going to use the first plugin, Smash Balloon Social Photo Feed, and then click on install now. So now we're going to activate this plugin. Okay, plugin is activated. You can find this plugin left side bar and then click on all feeds. So we do not have any feeds, so we'll start here, click add new, and then use the timeline, click next, and they ask you to add a source, so click on add source from where they want to fetch the data. So it's going to connect to one of social networks. So I want to connect an Instagram account, so I'll log in with Instagram. So I'll log in with my account. So now Instagram is asking me to give permission to this Smash Balloon Social Personal plugin. I'll allow it, and they ask you if it is your domain or not. Yes, it is my domain. Okay, so my account is connected, so I'll choose this one and then click on next. Okay, so my feed is here, and then I can customize the feed layout. So what I want it grid, and then how much posts you want to see. So for example, if you want to see 20 posts, but how many columns? For example, I will say I want to see 8 posts in 1 column. So they will look something like this. And they ask, and I want to see only 8 posts. That will kind of create 1 row for this post. Then I click on save. So what I will do, I will go back to all feed again on left side bar, and then I'll copy this shortcode. If you hover this, you can copy the shortcode. I'll go back to my Elementor page builder now. What I will do, so I add 1 column section here. I click on these dots, and then I search here shortcode. Then drag this shortcode option here, and I will add it here. So I will paste the shortcode I copied, this one from here. I will paste it here, and then I click on apply. So if I refresh the page of my website, I have this Instagram timeline here. Okay, if we compare this Instagram timeline, so we have this title here, and here we do not have this title, but we have my Instagram handle. So what we'll do, I'll just copy this text. So I'll search here dual heading, and I'll drag it and drop it just above it. I'll paste what I copied and I keep it center line. Okay, Now if you want to remove this handle name, I'll go back to all feeds, I'll add it, and I can choose different layouts from here to header. So what you can do, you can choose medium to small and this header is smaller, or you can completely disable it, what I did in my example website, and then you click save. So if I'll go back to my site now, you can see I do not have a header anymore, but I cannot even see the title. Okay, because I forgot to update this, so I'll update this now. So now if I refresh, you can see I have followers on Instagram. This looks bigger in size, but this looks smaller in size. So I recommend you, I'm not gonna do all the sizes one to one, you can change the size. Let me show you how you can do that. So choose this text here, and then here you can choose to S3, which is smaller, and then you can click on update. So if I'll go back again, I'll refresh, you can see the text is smaller now. Okay, one more thing, you can see there's different space between this text and the section above. So let me show you how you can do that. You can see there are two different sections, this one big section and this big section, or you can see containers. So what you can do, you can select this section here, and then you can go to advanced, and from here padding, just unlink the values, and now I will say 100 pixel, I will add it 100 pixel here. So you can see now there is some padding on the top here. If you don't know about padding and margin, padding is the space of inside element to the border of this element, or you can say the space of the content inside to the outer space of that box. And margin is the space above this container to its previous elements. So for example, if I give margin here, for example, I say 20 pixel, you can see 20 pixel between this container and this container. Okay, so I'll delete the margin, I'll keep the padding only and update. So if I refresh, okay, super nice. So we have Instagram here and we already have newsletter. Now the thing how we can edit these menu items. So what I will do, I'll go to appearance and then click on menus, and make sure when you are editing this, here primary menu is selected. So if you go back to the example website, we have different categories here, 5 categories, and then we have contact and about here. And we see a blog, we have just some pages here, all courses, about, contact. We do not need all courses. So we'll go back to menu, we don't need all courses, we can remove it. And from here you can see this is the input. From here you can add anything to here, to your menu side. We'll go to categories, we'll fitness, exercise, food and nutrition, mental health, yoga. We'll add all to the menu items. Okay, you can drag and move to change the order. For example, if I move contact in the end and about in the end, so it will change the order. If I drag it a little bit to the right side, it will be sub menu item. And if I save menu and if I refresh the page, you can see I have all these items here. Okay, if we compare it to the example website, you can see we have some social icon here, and here instead of social icon we have this start learning. Okay, so how we can change that? So now we'll go to customize and we'll click on this pencil icon, and you will see this section will open up in front of you. So what I will do, I will delete this button from here, and if I click on this pencil icon, I will select this social, and then social is added here. And you can see directly the button is replaced with social icon. And then if I click on this pencil icon, if I click on Facebook, I can just add my Facebook URL here. And same thing I can do with Twitter. If I click on Twitter, I'll just add my Twitter URL here and then publish. Okay, so now if we refresh the page, it's looking really fine. Okay, so our home page is done. So website looking same like this website. Okay, we have one more thing. We have this arrow in blue color. So let's change this last thing. Website creation is all about improvising. We'll select this element and then we'll go to style. Make sure you are here on the style tab, and then carousel arrows. Okay, we'll select this and we'll change this color here to white and then click on update. Okay, now looks real nice, looks like this. And if you want to move this arrow a little bit on right side, we'll go back here, and this time we'll go back to content, and then we'll go to carousel, and then the last option, arrow position, we'll increase it to 65 depending on your text, how much text you are using, and you can update it. So now it's looking similar like our example website, just images are different. And I recommend you to add main image something like this. You can see this man is just looking into your eyes. So if somebody comes here and you have a nice title like I took it from ChatGPT, they will for sure try to read this article. Okay, this is just example image, but I really like images which are representing something. And this is, you can see this man is in center. So this is really very impressive image. So now we create the whole website. Let me quickly show you the inner page option. If I click here on inner page fitness, all the posts related to fitness are here, but I want some design like this. If I go to the example website, if I click on fitness, you can see it's different design, and here it is different design. We will go back to customize, and now here we'll choose this option blog, and blog here choose blog archive, and then content layout, content box, and sidebar layout I will choose right sidebar. Okay, then I click on publish. Now if I'll go back to my blog, if I refresh it, you can see if I compare with this one, but now you can see there's a lot of padding here and we still see the title. So what we can do, if I compare here, you have the post with images and categories. So what we'll do, we'll go back to customize and we'll use this option full width content, and then we click on publish. Okay, now it's full width content, and you can see here it looks very similar now here. And now if I want to remove this, what I can do, I can go customize and then I uncheck this option block tile, but that doesn't make sense. I will recommend you to keep it like this. I don't know why when I was creating this example website I hide this option, but I recommend you to keep this option like this so people can know there's a fitness category and these are the all related posts in fitness category. Okay, and now let's work on this right sidebar, and then we'll be done with website designing, and I'll tell you in final how you can get 100 after 100 scores for Google PageSpeed so that you can rank better in search engine rankings. And then last thing, security website, and I'll cover both these topics in 5 minutes. So in just 5 minutes you will have really amazing things to know apart from website designing, and that's really important for you. So what we'll do, we'll go back here, use this icon, and make sure you do the same thing with single post to change the design, because right now if I click on any post, you can see they have the full width design here. If I click on this example website, they have this kind of design. Depending on you, if you want this design, you can keep it like this, or you can change like how it changed with the categories. Okay, so we are here, we'll use this back arrow and then we'll click on sidebar, but you do not have a lot of options here. So what we'll do, we'll just go back to the WordPress admin panel and then hover on appearance and then click on widgets. We'll close this dialog and then you can see we have a main sidebar. So all these things here you can see, recent post, search, recent comment, archive, categories, everything is here. So what we don't need, we just delete that part, select what you want to delete and then use these 3 dots and then remove heading, and this latest post, same thing, select that and 3 dots and remove latest post. Like same way you can delete everything from here. And to add new thing, what you need to do, click here on plus icon, latest post, and I will add it here, and these posts are added here. I think get the idea. And to add the Instagram post here, you need to go Instagram feed and go to all feed, and I suggest you to create in separate feed just by duplicating it, and then copy this feed here and then go to widgets, and then you can same thing, search here shortcode and then drag it and then drop this shortcode here. Okay, and then you can paste it the Instagram feed here, and anytime you can select this option and move down, and you can see now posts are on the top and the Instagram feed is in the middle. And once you are done, you can update it. So now if I go back to my website and if I refresh the page, you can see I have the recent post here. Of course you can add a title. You have Instagram here. You can see now we have 8 posts, but they're so small. That's why I asked you to create separate feed for sidebar. Okay, and you can edit it and you can choose it 4 so that this will be like the image will be bigger and you will see better preview of Instagram posts. Okay, so this was done. I hope you understand how to create a website. So this website looks very nice. We did everything from fav icon to posts to sections to links to buttons. We did everything. But now there are 2 important things which we'll cover very fast. First thing is the security website. Guys, don't wait for the time when your website will be hacked. You need to make your website secure as fast as you can. So what we will do for that, I'll just close other tabs so it will be easy for me to see. So I'll close other tabs. So what I will do, I'll go back to WordPress admin board, and here I will hover on plugins and then I click add new, and then I'll search here WordFence and I'll install this plugin, and then I click on activate and then click on get your WordFence license. You can get a free license from wordpress.com. Just click on get a free license and you need to enter email here and then agree terms and condition, then click on register. You need to verify from email the WordFence license. So I'll go back to my email. So this is the email and I click on install my license automatically. So you can click this link. Okay, you can see we have license here. Click on install license and free license install, and then you go to dashboard and your website is secured. I created a whole video about how to set up WordPress and take most benefit out of it. If you want to watch that important video, check the description of this video. We are not going into so much detail. WordPress started securing website. The second plugin we need is for speed optimization, which is really important to get high scores on Google Speed. So click on add new, then here search plugin Liespeed. And guys, this plugin can break your website, so make sure you took backup of your website. So by saying backup, remember we also need a backup plugin. I'm going to show you in a moment. And then install this plugin and then click on activate. You can find this plugin left sidebar, Liespeed Cache. Click on Liespeed Cache. Then you select presets. Under presets, I highly recommend you to choose advanced one. Click on apply preset. It will apply the automatic settings on your website which are required to get high speed scores. One more thing I recommend you, go to journals and get a domain key, because you need domain key. You need domain key to get most benefit out of this plugin. I created a detailed video about Liespeed Cache plugin. If you want to watch that video and get the highest score for Google Page Speed and have super fast website, check this description of this video or check the top icon. And then click on request domain key. So it's gonna take some time to get domain key, but yes, and after you do not need to do anything, just save changes. And when you test your website Google Page Speed score, if you follow this tutorial and you added all these steps and the plugins I explained to you, you will get 100 out of 100 score for your website. At least, no matter if you're using heavy images, you will still get 90 plus scores for your website. If you don't get these scores, let me know in comments. I will try to help you out. And check this highly recommended video on the top icon. Last plugin we're going to use is Updraft Plus Backup plugin. So click on add new. This plugin is really important because you create your website and something goes bad and you're like, wow, what happened? And you have not installed a backup plugin. So what I recommend you to use a backup plugin. Normally, if you create a website Bluehost, like I explained you, they already create backup for you, but still I want you to have an additional backup. So go to new plugins and search for Updraft Plus, and we need to install this first plugin, Updraft Plus WordPress Backup plugin, and then click on install now. Okay, plugin install, click on activate, and then you will see press here to start, click here, or you can find this option under settings and click on Updraft Plus Backup. And then you click on backup now and you create your first backup. And then click on backup now. I created a whole video about Updraft Plus Backup, how to use it. You can watch the detailed video in description. Guys, these 3 plugins are must-have plugins on any website, great website, but you should have this plugin. Backup, super important. Security, super important. Speed, super important. There's another plugin we should recommend you to use, which is Yoast SEO. So go to plugins and click add new, because if you have your website, the whole purpose is to bring it in front of the world. And for that, you need to have a plugin which can tell you like what's the quality of content on your website and what is the SEO score. So just search for Yoast SEO plugin and click on install now, and you will have this whole plugin installed. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. We have this amazing site created and I created this whole website. If you want to download this complete website and just import it and have this whole website what I did, check the description of this video. And you can in just 5 minutes, you can download this complete website. And you will have everything like this. You will have all the menus, you have all the images, everything, because I use all the royalty-free images. So what you need to do is, instead of doing all these efforts, you can just download this backup file. I'll provide you in the description of the link, and you can import it on your WordPress website. How you can do that details is also in description. So if you want to have this complete website, check the description of this video. And guys, if you like this video, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel, because I create to the point content without wasting any of your time. If you want to create a free blog using blogger.com, check this video on screen.